After just 8 days ago, a 14-point loss to at the time, the number 16 ranked Greyhounds of Mobile Area Community College, Swick was 2-1. Now, 8 days later from that loss, they have another opportunity against another ranked foe and pick up that first D1 ranked win of the season. They did pick up a ranked win Saturday, knocking off the number 21 ranked Archers of STLCC at the Division II level. Tonight, a Division I foe comes to town. It is another top-ranked dog, number 20 ranked Cardinals of Middle Area College at a Park Hills, Missouri. Come in and take on the Blue Storm of Southwestern Illinois College. It's a Wednesday night clash here at Southwestern Illinois College. We welcome you in. Steven Stockton, glad to have you along as we welcome you into our Swick basketball pregame show. And here we are, folks. It is Wednesday, and another game this week, the only game this week for the Blue Storms. They'll get Middle Area tonight, and then they're going to be off for another week, 6 days before they hit the road for the first time this season at Jeffco next Tuesday. They'll have that one for you, obviously. So we're looking forward to that, but looking forward to the one here tonight as Swick has another opportunity in front of them to show that they can hang with some of the top dogs. They lost by 14 points in that game against Moberly 8 days ago in a game that, like I said, I really felt like was very winnable. Just had two bad stretches, one at the end of the first half and one near the end of the ball game in the second half. How would you respond after that? How do you respond? I thought the Blue Storm responded well on Saturday against STLCC in a game where they kind of just controlled from the get-go. They had a really huge start. They led by as many as 31 points in that second half. They ended up winning by a final score, 87-68, winning by 19 after leading by 21 at the half. And you had just a really good, I think another good scoring game. Obviously, you scored 87 points. You shot the ball well from the field, 48%. You shot 36% from three. You shot 63% from the line. You did that. You also won the rebound game, 44-28. But the one thing that we're going to talk about tonight is turnovers, and I will tell you right now how huge it is. And I said this, last week when we were talking about the keys to victory against Moberly is not to turn the ball over. That's a team that does a really good job enforcing turnovers, and they get points off turnovers because of it. We're going to talk about that tonight because why the turnover battle tonight for Swick, if they don't turn the ball over and have good ball movement, will be huge. But just looking at the box score in that win for the Blue Storm over STLCC, you're led by a guy named Nick Horace, who has been your top three scorer right now. 8 for 11 from the field, 4 for 6 from three. Also added 2 rebounds, 5 assists. He was tied with Jamari Weisinger for the most assists in the ball game. He also had a steal and a block to go with his 21 points. Nick Horace right now is averaging 15 points a game on 6.5 rebounds, 4 assists, 1.8 steals. He's shooting 70% from the field and 75% from three. Nick Horace right now looks like just prime Nick Horace from Collinsville. I just remember him at, I talk about him a lot because that's the guy I got to cover the most before actually at Swick. Beverly's played him 2-3 times this season, and he's just a guy that goes out there and scores the basketball, and he can do a whole lot. He doesn't just score. He can pass the ball. He can obviously rebound. You're seeing that. He can play defense. He's a guy that is really, really good. And when he is consistent, when he is healthy, like like when we saw last season when he was healthy for that first few games, then he gets hurt. He got banged up at the end of the season as well and missed those last few games. When he was not out there consistently 100% of the time, obviously was not playing his best game. But we're seeing what he can do when he plays his best game. 21 points. You also saw Matthew Elsey have a really good game. 13 points for the sophomore out of Florida. He's a guy that is coming back to where he was last year. He's off to a really good start. Obviously averaging 17 points a game. That's currently leading the team. Also 8 rebounds that leads the team. I think he has a chance to be averaging a double-double by the end of the season. I think he could do it. He dropped 13 and 12 against STLCC. That's a guy that's probably going to be average. I would make a bet right now, and we could go back on as we speak on the 19th of November. Let's go and take a look at it in March, when we're at Vincennes and at the region tournament. I think Matthew Elsey will probably be averaging a double-double. I think he can do it. Also averaging 2.5 steals. He's shooting 50% from the field right now. That's a guy that's making his shots. There's one thing, though. He's going to be a little bit better odds free throw, shooting 33% right now. Went just 3 for 6 from the line against STLCC. If he gets his free throw shooting down, man, that's a couple more points coming, and he's going to be really, really good. Another guy that was really good for the Blue Storm on Saturday, coming off the bench that played a lot of minutes, was Quan Little. That's another guy I keep talking about. Just shoot the ball well, and he shoots the ball well. 13 points, 4 for 7 from the field, 2 for 5 from 3. Also added 4 rebounds, an assist, and a steal. Quan, 17 points a game on 45% shooting from the field, 39% from three, 91 from the line. He's also averaging 2 steals per game. That's second most on the team, tied with Nick Horace. Also 13 points off the bench. That was playing some big minutes that Swick really needed was Elliot Tilikili, 4 for 7 from the field, 5 for 8 from the line. He had 5 rebounds, assists, 2 steals, 2 blocks to go with his 13 points. He was huge off the bench. You saw Swick rock a little bit of a different lineup out there, a different started 5, and it was Elliot that played some big minutes off the bench. Julio Orgato had the start. He had 12 points, 4 for 8 from the field. He also knocked down a 3. He's still 100% from 3, 2 for 2 from 3 to start the year for him. 6 rebounds, and an assist, and a block to go with Julio's 12 points. Swick, they took care of business, we like to call it, against the STLCC team that, Swick has done well with over the last few matchups. They played well last year, the second half over there, won by double digits. They get it done here at home. They probably could have won by a little more. You probably would have wanted to win by, you're looking at 25. That's where it kind of sat at for a while in that second half. But you win by 19. A win's a win. You still played, very solid. And we talk about building it and talking about where this journey of a season, where are we at as we speak here on the 19th of November? It's only the 5th game of the season, but where are we at as we continue to get deeper in this year? Because we're going to blink and it's going to be January. We're going to blink again, then it's late February is what's going to happen. But right now, we're in mid-November, 5th game of the season. Where are we in this journey? Well, Swick has an opportunity tonight to knock off a ranked foe, and you had that opportunity just a week ago. You couldn't get it done, but now you have another opportunity. And I keep talking about how tough of a stretch this is going to be over the next few weeks. You're going to get Jefferson College after this, and you get Moberly again. State Fair, 2 solid, or Moberly, still ranked team, and I think they're 21. They're literally 1 spot behind Mineral Area, and then you have State Fair, who is just it was another very solid team out of Region 16 that you'll play up at Moberly. And then you get Lewis and Clark, who obviously Swick played a very close game with. Actually, 1 year ago on this day at Lewis and Clark, they were down by double digits and won. I think they were down by 15-point comeback in the second half. They could give you fits, but those are games, Lewis and Clark, you should win. And then you're going to get Three Rivers, who's been really tough over the last few years. You're going to play them. And then you get Shawnee in region play. It's already 5-1 to start the year, or 6-1 now to start the year. They were just receiving votes in the rankings last week. And then you get Kaskaskia, who's always tough. And then you're going to play Ren Lake at the D2 level, who's receiving votes at the Division II poll. They're not playing spoiler. They've been knocking off ranked opponents. They knocked off STLCC. They knocked off Johnny Logan. And then you finished out with Middle Area again. So where are you coming in over these next few weeks? You have a lot of opportunities in front of you, and I kind of said it late, and you'll hear my interview with assistant coach Ryan Lacefield. I said it late when I was speaking with him on Saturday after the game. I said, you're just trying to get better every single day. You're trying to get better every single game, and it's a journey that's going to take a while to get where you want to be. But as we're speaking 4 games in, we're speaking now playing the 5th game of the season. You want to be in a spot where you can say, hey, we would love to get a win over a ranked opponent already. We would love to just be better than we were against Mobile. We would love to be better than we were against STLCC. Swick has a lot of talent. They have a lot of pieces, but how will they fit together? How do you piece it all together in this gigantic puzzle? How do you piece it together and solve it? And I think we'll get that answer tonight. I think we'll get that answer more over the next few weeks as we play deeper into the season. I would love a win tonight. I think that's what Swick needs, and I think they're very capable of. They showed they were capable of knocking off Moberly for a majority of that game if you take out those 2 bad stretches. So as we speak tonight, we're 5th game in the season in this journey over the year. It'd be great if Swick could get a ranked win tonight. They're trying to get it done over Mineral Area. A very good Cardinal team. Let's go and talk about them. Number 20 in the country. They're 5-2. They're coming in winners of their last 5. And you look at Mineral Area this season, in those first 5 games, they lost to Johnny Logan. They played them at Three Rivers, and they played Gulf Coast State at Three Rivers. They lost both of those very close games, by the way. Both of those games were decided by single digits, losing to John A 84-79, and they lost to Gulf Coast State by 4, 76-72. And they played Barton Community College, another solid team. They won at home over Barton. They defeated them 70-66, and they went over to Iowa, West Burlington, Iowa, to be exact, in the Midwest JUCO Challenge. Took on a team that's currently receiving votes in the rankings. That's Triton College. They defeated them by a final of 72-69, and they played Highland Community College up north in Illinois near Chicago, 86-63 in Iowa. So that got them to 3-2. They've won their last two games that came this past weekend in their own Bob Seacrest Classic tournament, where they defeated Wabash Valley by a blowout, winning by 33, 98-65, and they defeated a Lakeland team. Man, I mean, Lakeland's record right now, I'm going to say this right now, Lakeland's record does not look good. It's 1-4, but all 5 games have been against really good opponents. This Lakeland team, when we get into region play and we have to play Lakeland, I'm going to tell you, probably do not let the record fool you, because that Lakeland team right now, 5 games in, looks really good. They lost to this middle area team, just losing by 9 points, 77-68 for middle area. They've won their last 5 coming in. As they get SWIC today, they're going to get Olney Central. They're playing 4 straight games against Region 24 opponents. They'll get Olney Central on Saturday. They still have to play Lakeland in our time on the 17th of December. They're going to play us again, and they'll play John A. in 6 days. A 6-day stretch from the 17th, or 4-day stretch, right? Do math. 17, 18, 19, 25-day stretch. There we go. I was trying to do math there because it wasn't added up. A 5-day stretch in December. They'll get Lakeland, us, and John A. Logan. A team that's averaging 79 points a game on 44% shooting from the field, 38% from 3, 68 from the line. They're averaging 38.7 rebounds a game. They're turning the ball over 14 times. They're getting about 14 assists per game. So we're going to talk about that here in just a moment, about middle area. The team that, they probably aren't going to turn the ball over much. SWIC has had a couple moments where they've been able to force a lot of turnovers. You go back to the game against STLCC on Saturday, they ended up forcing 23 turnovers. You would like to see that type of performance tonight. Middle area on the other side is forcing opponents to 16 turnovers a game. They're averaging 4 blocks a game, 10 steals. And for a Cardinal team that is 5-2. When you look at those first 5 games for the Cardinals, I talked about why turnovers tonight is going to be such a huge key for SWIC. This is something, folks. When opponents turn the ball over 13 times or less this season for middle area, in the 7 games they played, when opponents turn the ball over 13 times or less this year, they're 0-2. They've lost both times when opponents only turn the ball over 13 times or less. SWIC's coming in tonight averaging 20 turnovers a game. You got to get that number from 7 to 7 less, from 20 to 13. We'll see if SWIC can do it against this middle area team. They're also 0-2 when opponents shoot 36% or better from 3 in a game. SWIC this season is shooting 38% from 3. So they, like I said, kind of the big key I talked about against Moberly last week: score the basketball, don't turn it over. Those are the 2 biggest keys. It's easier said than done. But that's what will guide. I think that's what will guide SWIC to victory tonight. Pick up a ranked opponent against a number 20 ranked Cardinals out of Middle Area College. Here's my interview from our post game on Saturday against STLCC, where the Blue Storm got it done. I got a chance to catch up with the assistant coach Ryan Latesfield. He gets his thoughts on that recent win for the Blue Storm and his thoughts tonight here against the Cardinals of Middle Area College. Thanks for tuning in to our SWIC basketball pregame show. The tip is moments away.
In the assistant coach Ryan Lacefield. Coach, thanks for coming up as always.
Yes, not a problem.
You guys get it done. Second half kind of felt like there was a lot of whistles called, especially in the second half. But very close second. But what helped was you guys started off really quickly, and obviously they struggled offensively to start things off. You guys were up 9-1, then it goes 14-10, and then eventually you guys go up by as many as 31. You lead by 21 at the half. I mean, that strong first half really helped out for the second, where obviously you guys were trying to put on cruise control and they kept fighting.
Yeah, that's actually something I kind of was just talking, or me and Coach Harrington, we were just talking about. We really loved the way we started. We know STLCC is a tough team they'll get after you. They try to play fast and make a lot of stuff happen. So we knew that starting early and trying to take their heart away early would be a really good recipe, and our guys came out and we jumped on them early and we did a good job.
Well, they only scored 26 points that first half, and their top scorer, number 15, Zach Goss, he only had 2 at halftime. You guys took him out for the majority of the game, which really helped.
Yeah. So we knew Zach and kind of some of the things he liked to do, and we knew that a lot of stuff goes through him, and it was a big focal point. I know he had a pretty good game last year against us, and we know what he's good at. So we just had to buckle in on that, and knew if we really took him away and that we'd be in a good spot.
Talked a little about the offense last time you came up against SEMO Prep. You had 5 double-digit scores tonight that was led by Nick Horace with 21. I keep thinking about if he didn't foul out against Moberly, what spot are we in on Tuesday night? But the way he's shooting the ball right now, you and I just talked about it before this game as well, 68% from the field coming in, 80% from three. I mean, he's really feeling it to start the year.
Yeah, he's, it's translating. He put in a lot of work in the offseason. He's been shooting the heck out of it during our jamborees and all that kind of stuff. So he's just, the work showing. I mean, he's shooting it with confidence. He's shooting when he's open, and he's burying them.
One guy that was big off the bench tonight was Elliott. 13 points. He knocked out a couple free throws and felt like he was getting busy down low. I mean, talk about him. I mean, he was a guy off the bench that was out there giving you guys some big minutes.
Yeah, Elliott's one of those guys that we know can be a real special player.
Yes.
With him just being a freshman, obviously, he's still learning, and there's a big adjustment, especially Elliott coming from another country. Just getting his bearings down and getting everything settled in. But hopefully when we're talking sometime in March that we're talking about Elliott a lot. We think he could be a really special player, and he's getting better every single day and coming to his own. So we're excited about Elliott and his future here.
STLCC, they're a tough team. Number 21 ranked at the D2 level, but you guys get it done now, 3-1, and we're talking about this stretch. You just had Moberly, number 16 ranked team at the D1 level. Middle area is most likely going to be ranked on Wednesday when we get them here at home, and then you get Jefferson, which is going to be an interesting opponent, Moberly State Fair. This is a really tough stretch, but when you look ahead to MAC after this, to get this win, to be back in the win column in a test against STLCC, you get another one Wednesday. Just looking ahead at the Cardinals, how tough is it going to be against a team right now that's playing some really good basketball? It's making some national headlines.
Yeah, we know what we're going into on Wednesday. They're coming here, so but we know who's coming. We know Mineral's a tough team. We know a little bit about what they want to do. We've seen them some of jamborees. We'll start getting to work tonight on some film and stuff. Get these guys in here tomorrow. Have a good few days of practice, and hopefully this game helps us with a little bit of momentum and confidence.
Yes.
And after the Moberly game, to get another ranked opponent in our gym. Hopefully we can have a little better mindset and a little meaner demeanor, I should say, and come in and get a win against them. But it'll be a tough game, and we know that. But we're gonna have to. It's gonna be one tomorrow, Monday, and Tuesday. So
yes, there you go.
So we're excited for that.
Yes,
but another great opportunity. Just another great opportunity.
Hopefully get better. That's what it's all about at the end of the day. Coach, thanks for coming up here. You got Tennessee football today?
Yeah, they're playing right now against New Mexico State. It's 21-3 at half, so hopefully slim playoff chances alive. I don't know. I keep getting notifications saying that there's playoff chances alive. I don't think that, but
I got
we'll see what happens.
Mizzou's got Mississippi State tonight. I don't know if I'm going to watch, actually. I might watch.
It's at home?
Yeah, I might watch some St. Louis U basketball,
okay.
actually.
Who do they play tonight?
Grand Canyon.
Oh, they're solid,
mid-major games.
Okay,
so.
nice.
Coach,
I might have turned that on.
Yeah, let's see. Coach, thank you as always.
Yes, sir.
Appreciate it. Back in a moment
you.
on the postgame.
I'll see you soon.
And we welcome in here to Southwestern Illinois College. It is a ranked matchup as the Blue Storm will welcome in the number 20 ranked team in the country, the Cardinals of Middle Area College, who come in 5-2. Your Blue Storm are 3-1. We welcome in here to Southwestern Illinois College. Steven Stock, glad to have you along here as always. And a good matchup and a big opportunity tonight for Swick to get that first ranked win. They fell a little bit short against the number 16 ranked team in the country at the time, the Greyhounds of Moberly area. 8 days ago, now you welcome the number 20 team, the Cardinals, out of middle area over from Park Hills, Missouri. Middle area wins the tip. They'll control right to left under TV screen in red jerseys with white text. Middle area in the front, black numerals as the first shot from three is no good. Swick will control left to right here in the first half in gray jerseys. Blue text with Blue Storm in the front. White numerals. Matthew Elsey inside had it denied on a block there by Nadine Rui. Swick got the steal. Elsey put back, yes. And Matthew Elsey will put the Blue Storm on the board first, 2-0. After a steal, laid it up and got it. Here is the starters first for the visiting Cardinals inside. Julio tips it in the corner, and it's going to go out of bounds. It'll say a last touch off middle area. Swick will get it back. It will be a freshman guard out of St. Louis, Missouri, number 3, Teron Garrett. a sophomore guard out of Chicago, Illinois, number 5, and Juan Dooling Jr., a sophomore guard out of St. Louis, Missouri, number 10, Nazir Binion, a sophomore forward out of Ottawa, Canada, number 11, Nadine Rui, and wrapping things out, a sophomore forward out of Memphis, Tennessee, number 33, Nazir Allen, who we're going to have to watch out for. 15 points a game, 7.5 rebounds, 2 blocks, and 1.5 steals. Easily their best player coming in. That's the guy to watch out for. So Julio and the other guys down low have their hands full. There's a layup inside by Julio. No good, and it's going to go out of bounds off of Swick. We're 70 seconds in, 2-0 in favor of the Blue Storm. Over for Jay Harrington and his crew. His lineup looks like this. The sophomore forward out of Italy, number 1, Julio Morgado, a redshirt freshman guard out of Collinsville, Illinois, number 12, Jamari Weisinger, a freshman wing out of Proviso West, Illinois, number 15, Justin Bowen, a sophomore forward out of Fort Lauderdale, Florida, number 23, Matthew Elsey, and then we have a foul down the red as it wrapping things out, a sophomore guard out of Collinsville, Illinois, number 24, Nick Horace. And I think we are going to get, who do we get, Elsey or Horace called for our first foul. I think we got Elsey. I wasn't paying much attention. I can go back and look, though. First trip of the line, it will be Allen. His first one's good. He is a 70% free throw shooter coming into tonight. As I mentioned, he is the guy to watch out for. Knocks down both of them. And we're tied up at 2. Full court pressure here from middle area. Swickle inbounded into Julia. Gives it off to Jamari. Got 3 seconds, too. He gets it up across the timeline at 22. Up top for Julio. And Morgado trying to find him. Back out to Jamari at the half-court logo. Shot clock down to 12. Now down to 10. Picked up the dribble up top, Elsey. Facing the basket with 7. Kick out Bowen to the wing with 5. 4. Puts on direct dribble to his right. Jamari got to get something off from the volleyball line. Missed it. Rebound, pull down to the corner, and then Swick was able to get the ball loose, and it goes out for the middle area in the corner, and Swick will have it on the inbound. And I think they did get Elsey for that foul, by the way. I know both of them were in the area. I was trying to figure out who was mostly there. I think they got Elsey. So Swick will have it on the sideline. Weisinger triggers it in, gets it in for Elsey, and his shot's no good inside the paint. 2-2, 2 minutes in. Cardinals will bring it back. Coming in a record of 5-2. Blue Stormer 3-1. Here's a three-pointer up top. Bang, got it. Dooling Jr. knocks it down. He's coming in averaging 6.3 points a game, shooting 47% from 3. This middle area team, they can make it 38% from 3 coming into tonight. Weisinger, volleyball line, down 5-2, 5-0 run for Mack. They'll give it out to Elsey. Off to Bowen on the wing, trying to drive inside of the corner, bumped in a foul. It's going to be called against Binion. That's going to be his first, and the first team foul on middle area. Jamari Weisinger will trigger it in for the right baseline. Looking to find a man. We'll get up to Horace up top. He'll catch near half court. Puts it on the deck, 18 on the shot clock, hands it off to Weisinger. He gets a screen. Jamari up top. Did not find the score sheet on Saturday. Went 0 for 8 from the field. Did put up 5 assists, though. Elsey gets by a man. Kick out Jamari left wing. Double team with 2. One, got to get it up. Puts up, moving to his left. Airballed it. Or did it hit off the rim? It's going to be off of Swick as it goes out of bounds. I don't know if that hit the rim or not. Doesn't matter. It's going to go to middle area anyway. 5-2. 3 minutes into the first half. Cardinals with 5-0 run. They'll throw it inside. Easy jam and a flush. Alley-oop, and it's 7-2. Cardinals a 7-0 run. The number 20 ranked team in the country. They were previously ranked 23 in the Week 1 poll back on the 10th of November. Now in the Week 2 poll that came out on Monday, ranked number 20. Went up 3 spots. Horace on the left wing. Gets a screen. Drive it, finds a cutting Julio on a pick and roll. Layup, missed it. Rebound tipped. Horace has it on the baseline. Lost it out of bounds. So stay with Swick. 16:32 of the game clock. 7-2 here in the first half. Swick had an early bucket from Matthew Elsey. It hasn't got much since after that. Cardinals a 7-0 run. Weisinger got to find a man. Gets it to Elsey on the right block. They're going to double team. Loose ball comes loose on the floor. Fight for it. And Elsey and Bowen in there. We're going to get a held ball. The possession arrow is in favor of the Blue Storm, so Swick will keep it. 16:27 to go here in the first half, getting close to our first immediate timeout, the under 16. Weisinger will trigger it in on the right baseline. 15 on the shot clock. Finds Elsie, left block, and then he traveled. It's not much of offensive success so far for Swick to open this one up here. Not really getting much work on offensively. Cardinals bringing it back on a 3-on-2 inside. Jam time, 9-0 run. Teron Garrett, fourth Cardinals score, and it's 9-2. 16-10 to go. Jamario bringing it up slowly. Gets it across half court. Next dead ball with the under 16 media timeout. Ricardo gives it off to Horace. Wants to drive, going right block. Picked up the drill. Bounce pass Elsie. Trying to lay it up. Missed it. Rebound Julio offensive board. And then we're going to get another jump ball as he'll try to go up with it. And middle area was there. Gets the jump ball at 15:49 to go in the first half. It's the under 16 media timeout. Cardinal balls, they have the possession arrow. They'll get possession as well when we come back here. It's 9-2, a 7-point lead for the Cardinals. They're on a 9-0 run. Back in a moment here from Southwestern Illinois College. Cardinals bringing it back out of our first media timeout, trying to throw it a half court, stolen away. Swick gets the steal. Collins giving it a little. Tilakili on the right block. John Brigham and Deontay Montgomery Jr. also out there for the Blue Storm. Driving, Montgomery. Bounce pass inside. Tilakili layup good. He had some big bench minutes Saturday. Wastes no time getting his impact known. 9-4. 15:20 to go in the first half. Cardinals get it across the timeline, moving right to left. They'll throw it inside. Cardinals will catch, going to lay it up. Good. Nazir Allen with 4. Lead the game in scoring. Bounce pass to Tilakili inside. See what he can do with it. He ended up losing it. Cardinals get the steal. Little area will bring it back. Throwing it near the corner with Allen. Bounce pass. Going right block here with Rui. Coming in at a height of 6'10 inside. That one no good. Montgomery had it stolen out of his hands. Cardinals get it back. Easy flush. Rui with 4, and it's 13-9. Cardinals by 9. 13-4, sorry. Cardinals by 9, their largest lead. Montgomery will have it across the timeline. Gets it for Brigham. Up top. Trying to find him out to Little in the left wing. Quan moving to his right. Now back to his left, trying to get around the traffic. Drives. Kick inside. Threw it away out of bounds. Trying to find Brigham and cannot. 14:23 to go in the first half. Swick is down by 9. They will take their first timeout. Just not much going on offense. And you think of the 4 points, both coming off turnovers. They have not scored yet with an actual offensive possession. 13-4, timeout on the floor. Back in a moment. Swick down by 9. This is Swick basketball here from Southwestern Illinois College.
13-4, 14-23 to play in the first half. Cardinals will inbound and try to make it a double-digit lead. Currently possessing their largest lead of 9-9. Swick is trying to find any answer here on offense once they get the ball back. Pass is deflected up in the air. John will track it down. Swick with the steal. Quan giving it off to Collins on the right wing. Bounce pass for Tilly right side the lane. Quan going to left side. Here's Montgomery for three. Bricked it. Rebound all the way out up top. Quan will track it down to the three-point line. Gives it for Brigham. He'll back down, and it's stolen away. It was double-teamed. Cardinals on the fast break when we're on a 1-on-4. Four gray jerseys, and Swick comes away with the steal. Back-to-back turnovers forced. 13:45 to go. Montgomery moving right side. Going to go inside the paint. Layup good. Dante Montgomery on the board. Swick's third score, and it's 13-6. Swick coming in, averaging 100 points a game. There's the steal. Dante running all the way, draws the foul, and Montgomery will have two free throws coming. 13:32 to go here in the first half. The foul is called on Mineral Area's Jordan Richard. That's going to be his second team foul, and it will send Dante Montgomery Jr. to the line to shoot two. Opponents are only scoring 70 points a game against Mineral Area. Their defense has been really good. How about especially the first half, holding opponents to just 33 points in the first half. First free throw, no good for Dante. He is a 80% free throw shooter. John Brigham will check out. Zach Chambers in for the first time. Sophomore out of Collinsville. Swick this year, by the way, I know we're only 4 games of sample size, but 3-0 when they get 9 steals or more. I think we probably already have 2 or 3. Dante's second one is good. He's got 3 on the night, leading Swick and scored 13-7. 3-0 run has pulled it to 2 possessions, 9-6. Bounce pass, right wing. Cardinals deep on the right key up top now. This will go to Shields. Dribbles with the right hand at the volleyball line, moving right. Bounce pass, Montgomery, they're going to say hit his shoe. Kick ball, Cardinals will keep it. Shot clock will reset to 20. 13-16 remain in the first half. 13-7. Cardinals will inbound it here. Smith will be the trigger man right in front of Coach Harrington on the far sideline. Gets it in. Kick out, left key 3. Missed it, in and out. Offensive board, put back, yes, for Jordan Richard. 6'4" guard, averaging 3.5 rebounds a game. Got that one. It's Swick having issues on the inbound. They throw it away, and the Cardinals get the steal. Middle area. Up by 8, trying to make it a double-digit lead. They'll kick out to Smith. He'll walk it towards the volleyball line. Smith will dribble. Gets a screen moving left. Gets around the traffic. Will kick in the corner. Up top. Shot clock down to 4. Pull up mid-range will break. Too strong. Rebound by Montgomery. Dribbles with the left hand. Gets it to Collins. Moving towards the left wing, and the Blue Storm will slow it down. Dante dribbling, little step back, crossover. Gets a screen from Chambers, drives right side of the lane. Right hand layup, had it blocked. We're going to get a goaltending call, I believe. Yes, it will. Dante Montgomery at the bucket. He's got the last 5 for Swick, and it's back to a 6-point game, 12-18 to go. This Middle Area team, number 20 in the country, coming off a 18-12 season. You might be thinking, oh, that's got to be pretty good. He won 18 games. He went 6 games above 500. That's solid, but not solid by Middle Area's numbers. They coming in with the combined program record since 2018 of 170-43, 798 win percentage. A program that knows how to win. That was their first non-20 win season. You have to go back to 2013-14 year. That year was the last time they won less than 20 games in a year. Out to the left wing, catch and shoot 3, bang, got it. Jordan Richard with the last 5 for the Cardinals. Back to 9, 18-9, next dead ball, the under 12 media timeout. Montgomery will have it. Gets it across the timeline, Montgomery. 15 on the shot clock, drills with the right hand, moving to his right up top. Picked up the dribble, throws in the corner for Quad, catch and shoot 3. That one will miss. Rebound up in the air. I think Chambers had a hand on it. Had it knocked away. Cardinals bringing it back, driving. Layup missed it too short. Cardinals keep it on the rebound. Will kick it free throw line, easy jump good. Shields on the board. 29, double-digit lead. Cardinals have their largest. Swick will have a hockey line substitution next dead ball, which will be the under 12 media. Tilakili. Bounce pass up top. Chambers out left for Montgomery. Dribbles with his right hand, driving, puts up a shot into the paint. Got it. Dante Montgomery with the last 7. He's the only guy scoring for the Blue Storm right now. 20-11. Cardinals bring it back, right wing, ball fake, move it inside, knocked loose out of bounds, and it'll stay at the Cardinals. Now will send us to the under 12 media timeout. Swick has pulled it back to 9, the second largest lead night for the Cardinals. 20-11, the under 12 media timeout. Back in a moment here from Southwestern Illinois College. .10:44 to play here in the first half. Cardinals will have it out of the under 12 media timeout in the right baseline. 23 on the shot clock. Swick out of the media will have Matthew Elsey, Nick Horris, Julio Ricardo, Justin Bowen, Jamari Weisinger going back to that started 5. Cardinals will trigger it here on the right baseline. Getting it in is Smith. Try to find him. He just got it in the corner. Almost had that 5 seconds. Got it into Shields. Guarded by Horris. Step back. We'll throw it up top. Kick out left key. Here comes the 3. Late contest by Weisinger. It's good. Bang for Smith. He's on the board. Cardinals have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 total scores. And they have their new largest lead at 12, 23-11. And then Weisinger in the backcourt lost it, stole it away. Cardinals running all the way. Layup good by Smith. A 5-0 run out of the media timeout. Smith with the last 5, and it's 25-11. 14-point lead, and Swick's got the burn a timeout. They couldn't throw it in. Middle area's defense, it's pressing up right now and giving Swick issues. Again, you look at it, they've really only scored 7 points. 4 of those came off turnovers that were essentially, had fast breaks and had the advantage. When you go 5-on-5, not looking good for the Blue Storm on offense. 25-11, Cardinals lead. Timeout on the floor. Back in a moment here from Southwestern Illinois College. Right baseline, Weisinger waiting to throw it in, just gets it into Elsey. I mean, this Cardinal defense, full court pressure. I mean, look at this. Swick being pressed up, a lot easier to get it in there. Horris, jumper for the mid-range, no good. It's a rare sight so far this season from Horris to miss his first shot. Cardinals bring it back, fast break, running. Layup no good by Joyner, but a foul. They will get Swick's Jamari Weisinger. That's going to be his first. 3rd team foul. 9:53 to go in the first half, over halfway through. And it will send the freshman out of Savannah, Georgia, Makai Joyner, to the line, averaging 6 points a game, 2 rebounds a game, 2 assists per game. Shooting 41, round up to 42, 41.7, we'll go 42, 42% from the line. And the first one is good for Joyner. He has made it now 8 scores for middle area tonight. They lead by 15. We'll see if we can miss the second one. Hopefully that stat trend of about 50% can continue. Second one for Joyner. Got them both. Middle area by 16. 9:53 to go in the first half. This is probably this is the largest deficit Swick has faced all season at any moment of 16. How do you respond? Weisinger. Swick had a lot of adversity to open things up here tonight. Pass for Ricardo, stole it away, another turnover. Cardinals bringing it back, driving inside, and lost it out of bounds. So stay with middle area. The Cardinals this year, they are 5-0. 5-0 when opponents turn it over 14 times or more. An opponent has not won against Middle Area when they turn it over 14 times or more. We've already got a couple good number of turnovers here in these first 11 minutes. Cardinals driving right side. Bounce pass. That's going to be an offensive foul as it'll go against Mineral Area's number 4, Romello Smith. That's going to be his first. Third team foul. Swick will throw it in with Jamari. Got to get it, man. Gets it to Julio. We had issues just even inbounding it. Horse. Back to Weisinger. Got to find a way to get it across. They do with 22. Elsie. Right elbow. Kick out to Horse. Left wing. 3. Bang. Got it. I think they're going to call that a 2 for Nick Horse. His feet were in. Needed that, though. Nick Horse on the board. 23-17. 14-point game. Cardinals inside. Layup no good, but another foul. They will get Swick's number 15, Justin Bowen. It's going to be his first. And the Cardinals will send Jordan Richard, the sophomore guard out of St. Louis, to the line. 8:59 to play in the first half. Richard 71% on the season, averaging 3.5 points a game, already with 5 here tonight in the first 11 minutes. Also averaging 3.5 rebounds. First one, got it. Richard with 6, overtaking the scoring lead for the Cardinals. He was tied with Romello Smith, both with 5. Since 2018, these two have faced off 8 times, so the Cardinals taken 6 of the 8. It'll be another matchup on the 19th of December at Mineral Area, where Swick will get the Cardinals. And the second one's good. Check that. That was Shields at the line. Apologies. Who made the last two. 23-19. 16-point lead. Alonzo Shields with the last two. Apologize. Had that off. I don't know where I got 21 at. Jamari. Fighting to get it across. Gets past Doolin Jr. 29-13 Mineral Area. Shot clock going down to 12. Jamari will go up top, gets a screen from Julio. Now to the left key. Up top, LC. Catch it, shoot 3. Missed it a little too strong. Julio, offensive board. Out to Weisinger, another crack at it, missed it. And then a foul on the rebound as the Cardinals pulled it down with Allen. And we will get a foul against Binion of Mineral Area. That's going to be his second already. And the Blue Storm will get another life here. 8:30 to play in the first half, getting close to under 8 media timeout. Weisinger will trigger it in left baseline. Jamari waiting to find a man. Gets it into Elsie, open layup, yes. Elsie with 4. Back to 14, 29-15. Mineral Area 6-2 against the Blue Storms. I mentioned since 2018, they've taken the last 3 matchups. You got to go back to 2021, a 63-60 win for Swick at home after Swick was down actually at the half. Left wing 3, catch and shoot. That one will miss for the Cardinals. Offensive board on the weak side. Put back, no, as Binion will draw the foul. They'll get 15 in Bowen. That's going to be his second already. And Binion to the line to shoot 2. 61% free throw shooter on the year. Last matchup between these two on the 25th November 2023, an 81-64 win for the Cardinals at Mineral Area. Free throws good for Binion. He's got his first point of the night. Braden Klein will check in for Justin Bowen. Cardinals now have 9 total scores already here in the first 12 minutes. Looking to tie the largest lead tonight at 16. Second one for Binion. Got them both. They're not missing tonight from the line. I don't think they've missed yet. Weisinger will throw it in. Gets it into PK. Elsie. Gets it back to Klein. He'll get it across the timeline out for Horace. Back out to Weisinger, right key. Dribbling with the left hand, Jamari. Moving up top, next dead ball, the on-rate media. Drives around to the elbow. BK, left wing. Shot clock down to 8, 7. Bounce pass, Weisinger, volleyball line with 6, 5. Jamari gets a screen with 4, 3, 2. Weisinger kick out in the corner. Horace for 3. Airballed it. Shot clock violation will go back to the Cardinals. and that will send us to the under 8 media timeout. Swick is in trouble, facing their largest deficit of the evening, 31-15. Back in a moment here from Southwestern Illinois College. It'll be Mac Ball out of the under 8 media timeout. Steven Stockton with Swickle sitting out there. Quan Little, Dante Montgomery Jr., Dustin Collins, John Brigham, and Elliott Till Achilles. It's 31-15. Cardinals leading by 16, their largest lead of the night. Swick press it up out of the media. They get it to half court. Now looking it across to Allen. Pass inside. Went off the hands of Garrett. They're going to say went off of Swick on the last touch. And Mineral Area will keep it on the right baseline. 7:23 to go in the first half. It'll be 20 on the shot clock. Doolin Jr. will throw it in. Here's a fadeaway mid-range in the corner. No good by Garrett. Rebound tipped all the way out to the volleyball line. In middle area, track it down. Now to the left corner. Catch and shoot three. Bang! Got it. Carl Claxton, the sophomore to Cincinnati, becomes the 10th middle area scorer. Their lead by 19. 34-15. Swick's got to start figuring this out on offense and get some momentum rolling here before it gets maybe too late. Collins dribble with the right hand. Driving to the basket. Nowhere to go. Just going to put it up. Had it denied. Garrett all over him. Gets it back. Cardinals try to make it over 20. Garrett on the wing. Up top. Will kick it out to Claxton. Now over to Rui. Driving left side. John Autumn got past him. No good. And another foul. 6:38 to go in the first half. Free throws coming for Mac. They got Collins for his first. And it will send the sophomore forward out of Canada and Rui to the line, a 67% free throw shooter. They have not missed from the free throw line, if I'm not mistaken tonight. They have not missed yet. First one is good. I don't think they will miss. 20-point lead for Mineral Area, their largest of the night, continuing to grow. It was 9-2, or it was 2-0 Swick. We'll start there. 2-0 Swick, and it's a 36-13 run since then. And a 21-point lead. Both free throws are good. Collins in some trouble. Double team. Loose it out of bounds off of Mineral Area. Swick will have it on the far sideline in front of the scores table. Just the pressure right now by Mineral Area defense. Giving the Blue Storm all types of fits right now. Quan will trigger it in. He's scoreless. I mean, you're talking your number 2 scorer is scoreless. Almost 14 minutes into the game. Horace with only 2 points. Elsie has 4. Top 3 scorers right there. Kick out of the wing. Quan got a dribble. Crossover driving right. Inside. Puts up a shot. Got it. Quan a little on the board. Maybe you heard me. You might have heard me from up here. Talk about how scoreless he is tonight. Gets the bucket. He's on the board. 36-17, 6:05 to go in the first half. He'll get it out to Claxton up top. Dribbles with the left hand, now to his right. Moves back to his left. Claxton up top for Purvey. Shot clock at 15. Now kicks out to Doolin Jr., gets a screen. Back out to Purvey. Dribble it right towards the corner, near to the baseline. Throws it up top. Left key 3, catch and shoot. Bang, got it. Claxton ringing one down. And it's Swick down the end of the corner, just threw it away. As Tilakili tried to get it to Collins, to it right to a Cardinal player. Want to run all the way. Layup no good. Offensive board. Put back, yes. And it is a 24-point lead. 41-17. The deficit continuing to grow. Montgomery. Kick out corner. Collins, right corner three. Catch and shoot. Bang. Got it. Swick needed that. That's their first three of the night. Dustin Collins will make it 41-20. 5:10 to play in the half. Middle area, bringing it back here at Dillon Jr. Kick out the corner, and they're going to say stepped out of bounds was Carl Claxton. Quan will have it on the sideline. 5:06 to go, so he'll be right in front of Nick Horace. Right in front of that Swick bench. Gets it into Montgomery. He'll walk it up. Dante dribbled the left hand. Will switch to his right as he gets it across the timeline. 20 on the shot clock. Dante gets a screen moving to his left. Kick out the Quan left key. Now screen up top. Tilly back out to Montgomery. Watching a catch and shoot three. Bang! Got it. 6-0 run. Back-to-back threes. Montgomery quickly entering double digits. 41-23. It's an 18-point game. Under 4:45 to go. Kick out right corner three. Middle area trying to respond with Claxton was no good. Swick pulls down the rebound. Montgomery will bring it back. Running the offense. 6-0 run. See if we can keep this up. Dante up top. Out of the left key, 4:20 to play. Drive it all the way to the basket. Layup with the right hand. Good. Dante with the last 5. He's got 12. Swick a 7-0 run has pulled it back to 16. 41-25. Cardinals with it. We'll give it off to 8-0 run. Sorry, I was thinking, I don't know why I said 7-0. 8-0 run. Cardinals driving inside. Alley-oop tipped. And we're going to get a foul. That's going to go against Quan Little, I believe, is what they got. Swick that was a little upset that call, but that's under 4 immediate timeout. Middle area will keep it. 41-25 when we return back in a moment here from Southwestern Illinois College. Swick has put themselves back in this ball game, but just a little bit. Felt like things were really falling out of control. I know it's still a 16-point deficit, but it's a whole lot better than what is at 24 about a minute and a half ago. Coming out of the under 4 immediate timeout. Left corner three for middle area. That will brick. Montgomery pulls down the board. Same 5 out there for the Blue Storm. Collins all the way. Had it blocked. Offensive board. Put back. No. Fight for it. Tilly has it. Gonna wait. Now put it up. Had it denied again. Loose ball in the left block. Cardinals have it for the moment. And then we're gonna get a timeout taken by middle area. They'll have possession when we come back. 3:37 to go in the first half. 41-25. Cardinals lead. Back in a moment here from Southwestern Illinois College. Cardinals called a timeout. They have possession. They'll walk it across the timeline here. Smith Swick on an 8-0 run, trying to get another defensive stop, see if they can continue to cut in this deficit. Elsey almost got the steal. That is going to be thrown away out of bounds. No deflection. Swick will get it. Horace, Brigham, Montgomery, Little, and Elsey out there for the Blue Storm. 3:21 to go here in the first half. We always talk about the last few minutes before the first half. How do you want to go into the locker room? Do you want momentum? Do you want that momentum with you? You want to end it well. And Swick on a run here, 8-0 run, has it back with Montgomery. Crossing it over to the timeline, across the timeline. Gets it for Brigham near the left elbow. Back out to Montgomery. Catch it, shoot three. Missed it too strong. Horace offensive board. Out the quad. He wants a three. That one'll miss. Elsey offensive board. And the Cardinals get it back as Elsey's shot was no good. Driving all the way. Quad coming in. Knocked the ball loose, but he made contact and a foul. They will get Quan Little. That's going to be his second. Cardinals to the line. They have not missed tonight. Romello Smith, freshman guard out of KC, will shoot two. First trip. Only a 50% free throw shooter on the season. We'll see if he stays true to his stat at 50%. Go 1 for 2. First one's good. Now with 6 on the night. Taking the scoring lead for middle area. Montgomery, 12 points. Other Blue Storm players with 13 so far. He makes them both. They will not miss tonight from the line. They come in shooting 67.6% from the line. They're just not missing. Back to 18, 43-25. Montgomery will dribble it up. 2:45 to go in the first half. Across the timeline. Montgomery gets a screen up top. Double screen. Elsey and Chambers. Throws it in for Matt. Layup no good, but he was fouled. Chambers came in for Brigham, by the way. And the foul will go against middle area's Rui. That's his first. And it will send Matthew Elsey to the line. It's something he's got to be better on, his free throw shooting. It's been a rough start to the year for Elsey from the line. 33%. Let's see if we can knock these down. First one for Matt. Got it. Now with 5 on the night. Love 2 for 2 here. I would love 2 for 2. Yes, sir. Askew shall receive. Elsey with 6. Back to 16, 43-27. Cardinals bump it here with Smith. Throws it into the half-court logo with Joyner. Freshman guard out of Savannah, Georgia. They'll kick out right with Dooling. Back up top now around the horn for Joyner. Up top with Allen. He's going to pull the three. He can pull it. He missed it. Shooting 53% from 3. Montgomery bringing it back. 2:15 to go. Dante running inside. He's going to be fouled. That's the 6th team foul. Next one, the Cardinals, or sorry, the Blue Storm will be in the 1-and-1. Foul goes against Smith. That's his second. Him and Binion both with 2 personals for middle area. Montgomery, left baseline, gets in and find a cut in. Chambers, he's going to be fouled. And Zach will go to the line for 1-and-1. They got Nazir Allen, his first. And here is Zach Chambers. 78% free throw shooter coming in tonight, averaging 5.3 points a game. It was 53.5% last year from the line. The 1-and-1. Chambers missed it. Cardinals pull down the rebound. Middle area will bring it back. This will be here with Joyner. Pass, driving, left side of the lane. Layup good. Nazir Allen with 6. Cardinals back by 18. Montgomery bringing it back with a straighted points here. Dante pull up 3 from NBA range. No good. Cardinals bring down the rebound. They'll bring it back. Drive it all the way. Joyner trying to throw it down. No good. Cardinals get the offensive board. Smith. Pass. Tipped. Quan has it. Gets out for Dante. It's a 2-on-1. Throw it up for Elsey. Layup. No good. Could it stay in the basket? Cardinals bringing it back. 90 seconds to go. Middle area will slow it down the corner. Jamario Weisinger will come in next dead ball. And they will slow it down with Dooling Jr. here at the half court. Swick will double. They throw it near the free throw line. Wide open 3 left wing with Joyner. They'll let him shoot it. Got stuck on the rim. The possession arrow is in favor of the Blue Storms. They'll get it anyway. 75 seconds to play. Montgomery will come out. Weisinger will come in. Back down by 18. That's where we've been stuck at. 16-18 the last 4 minutes. Get it into Chambers. Back to Weisinger. Needed some points here. Needed another run. Or like an 8-0 run. That's what we had. I got it from 24-16. Jamari for 3. Airballed it. Elsie, rebound, knocked loose out of bounds. Swick will keep it on the baseline. 62 seconds to play in the first half. Weisinger will have it on the right baseline. Jamari waiting, and we have a whistle. Going to be a foul against middle areas. Rui. That's going to be his second. So now 3 players for the Cardinals with 2 fouls. Nick Horace to line for 1-1. We talked about his free throw shooting. He's 40%. I want to say he's 2 for 5. That would be right, 2 for 5. So not much of a sample size. We can improve it big time here. It's the 8th team foul. They got looking back at the scores table. It should be good now. Something the refs wanted clarification on. Horace a 1-1. Chambers missed the first free throw on that last 1-1 trip. First one's good for Horace. Only 3 points. I mean, you look at the top 3 scorers. Came into tonight averaging about 50 points a game. They're sitting at 11. Now I'll make it 12. Horace goes 2 for 2. Back to 16. 59 seconds to go in the first half. Get a stop at our bucket. It's the goal here. Swick press it up. They'll get it here to Shields. Pass across the timeline on the left wing. Rui will catch. Swick is double teaming him. Driving. Kick out right block. Inside a layup. That's going to miss. Offensive board. Horace knocked it loose. Cardinals get it back. 18 on the shot clock. About a 21-second differential. Alley-oop inside. Got it. Rui with the flush. He's got 7, tying Smith for the scoring lead for the Cardinals. About a 2-second differential here. Weisinger walking across, back down by 18. Jamari moving to his left, trying to find a teammate. They're still going to have to dribble. No one's open. Jamari driving all the way. Puts up a high arcing shot. Airballed it. Elsie got it back. Weisinger out to Quan and whistles before his 3. And we had to whistle to see. They're going to fix the shot clock. Put it at 11. And Swick will have it on the left baseline now with Weisinger. Jamari gets it up top for Elsie. Down to 8, 7. Spin move. Elsie inside. Throws it up. Chambers got it. He's on the board. 4 seconds. 3. Cardinals cross the timeline. 2, 1. And then we're going to get a late foul with the 1.1. Goes against Little. It's going to be a 1-1. It's his 3rd. It's a late foul to pick up. Number 3. And it will send Smith to the line of 1-1. They have not missed yet tonight. 50% free throw shooter coming in. It'd be a good time for miss right now. And he missed it. Put back. No. And Swick is down by 16 going into the locker room. 47-31. Middle area at one point led by 24. An 8-0 run pulled it to 16, and that's where we've been kind of stuck at over the last few minutes. 47-31 is the score here at the half in favor of the number 20 ranked team in the country, the Cardinals of Middle Area College. They lead the Blue Storm of Southwestern Illinois College. Back in a few minutes with their halftime report and stats here from Southwestern Illinois. At the half, it's the number 20 ranked Cardinals of Middle Area College, 47. Blue Storm of Southwestern on the College, 31. Stevens Giant lucky to back here to Southwestern Illinois College. Rough start to that first half. It just felt like as the game started, it got worse and worse. Swick went down by as many as 24 in that first half. You did see at that 5-minute mark, with 5 minutes left in the first half, you saw that 8-0 run. You saw threes by Dustin Collins, and then one by Dante Montgomery, who's the only 2 threes in the ball game. Came with those back-to-back possessions, and then a layup got it 8-0 run. And then after that, we've been trading buckets going from 18 back to 60. That's the closest Swick has got it after trailing by as many as 24. Remember, Swick had the opening points. They led 2-0, and I think it was like a 33-16 run if my math is not mistaken. It's probably actually more than that, actually. But I just remember it was kind of that run right there. Is where that's that run by Middle Area from the start of the game after Swick went up 2-0 to all the way to about 5 minutes in the first half. That was the run. That Middle Area has controlled this game. Now, the last 5 minutes, Swick was right there with them, trading points, trading possessions, but you're down by 16. You have a large deficit. I always talk about when you put yourself in such a big hole, Swick down by as many as 24, how do you climb out? Because when that deficit grows, when you dig yourself deeper into a hole, how are you going to get out? Because you might be 20 feet, let's say 24 feet deep, and you're about, you climb up 8 feet. You get 8 feet, and you're probably thinking, oh, we see the sun, should be seeing the sunlight. No, it's still pitch dark because you're 16 feet deep, and that's where Swick is. I mean, when you can play your best game and still be, ahead for ahead for 4 minutes. We're on a nice run, and then all of a sudden you look up and you're still down by 3 or 4 possessions. That's kind of the spot Swick's in right now. There's a large deficit still, 16 here at the half. Let's get the score numbers. We'll start off for the Blue Storm as they trail 47-31 at the half. They're led by Dante Montgomery Jr., 12 points leading the way. 6 points for Matthew Elsey, 4 points for Nick Horace, 3 points for Dustin Collins, and then 3 scores with 2 for the Blue Storm. Wrapping things out, Quan Little, Elliot Tilakili, and Zach Chambers. Over for Middle Area College, they have a total of 11 total scores, and this is how it looks. 7 points for Romello Smith, 7 points for Denang Rui, 6 points for Nazir Allen, 5 points for Jordan Richard, 4 points for Lorenzo Shields, couple scores with 3. Awan Dooling Jr. Missing 3 points. Hold on. That's not right. That is not right. I put 3 points down for someone else. Hold on. I just realized I put 3 points down for someone else. Give me 1 second. 3 points for Carl. Should be 6 points for Carl Claxton. That's where I missed it. Okay. That's a quick fix. 6 points for Carl Claxton. And then wrapping things out for Middle Area. 2 points for Makai Joyner. 2 points for Terod Garrett. And 1 point for Nazir Bin. That gets you a 47-31 first half in favor of Middle Area. A minus 16 first half for Swick. Looking at the stats here. First off, Swick is losing the rebound battle by 3. They're 0-1 this season when they lose the rebound battle, 23-20 in favor of Middle Area. You do have 12 offensive rebounds. That's giving you only 6 second-chance points. Middle Area is beating you there. They have 10 offensive rebounds. They have 13 second-chance points. That's one spot where Swick is going to beat at. Swick is also going to beat points in the paint minus 2, 20-18. But they also are winning the points off turnovers by 1, 12-11, and they're losing the bench points by 3, 24-21. As I mentioned, lose the rebound battle by 3. How about the turnovers? Swick only has 5 assists in that first half compared to 10 turnovers. Middle Area has also turned the ball over 10 times, but they have 11 assists. And I talked about the Cardinals this season are 5-0 when opponents turn the ball over 14 times or more. We'll see if that stat stays true. It's going to be tough for Swick to keep it under 4. Swick did have 7 steals in that first half, 2 for Quan Little, and then 1 each for Nick Horace, Matthew Elsey, Dante Montgomery Jr., Elliot Tilakili, and John Brigham. This is another thing, too, why Swick is down by 16. They're just not making their shots as well. Look at the Cardinals. They are hot right now from 3, but they're shooting 47% from the field, 15 for 32. They're shooting 5 for 12 from 3, 42%, and they're shooting 12 for 13 for the line, 92%. They did not miss a free throw to that last one right before the end of the first half. Swick on the other side. This is where things do not look good. Just 12 for 36 from the field, 33%. 17% from three, 2 for 12. A team that's coming in tonight shooting 38% from three and 51% from the line. They are 71% from the line. 5, 4, 17. And I'll tell you, this is just some individual numbers from your top scorers. Jamari Weisinger, 0 for 5 from the field, 0 for 3 for 3. Matthew Elsey, 2 for 9 from the field. He's a guy that's shooting over 50%. 0 for 2 from 3. Dante Montgomery Jr., 1 for 4 from 3. Quan Little, 1 for 3, 0 for 2 from 3. Just looking at some of the scores, you need those guys to pick it up. You need the offense. That was the issue. We just couldn't figure out this middle area defense the first 10 minutes. That's when they built the lead because we weren't scoring. They were scoring. Well, let's see what happens. Swick this season's 0-1 when trailed at halftime. The Cardinals this year are 4-2 when lead at the half. They lead by 16, 47-31. The number 20 ranked Cardinals of Mineral Area College and the Blue Storm of Southwestern on college score sits 47-31. Back in a moment here for the second half. Second half here, Swick trail at 47-31. They'll be in gray jerseys, blue text in the front with blue storm, white numerals. It'll be Dante Montgomery Jr., Nick Horace, Dustin Collins, Matthew Elsey, and John Brigham to start here in the second half. The Cardinals are in red jerseys with white text in the front middle area, black numerals, and it will be Teron Garrett, number 3, Edwin Doolin Jr., number 5, Nasir Binion, number 10, Nasir Allen, number 33, and number 11, Nadong Rui. They'll start left to right. Swick will move right to left, and we're down by 16. It's an opening steal for Dante Montgomery. Lost a dribble, recovered it up top. Montgomery trying to move around the screen, nowhere to go. Walks it back towards the volleyball line. Now moving to his left. Montgomery inside John Brigham. Layup missed it a little bit too strong, but he did draw the foul. 2 free throws coming. They got Rui for the foul. I believe that's going to be his third. They're going to say his second. So Brigham at the line will miss the first. Brigham on the season, just 43%. Hasn't had much of a sample size, though. And he will miss a both. Rebound tipped up in the air, and Garrett will track it down. Cardinals will bring it back, 47-31, 16-point game. This will be here at Binion. Bounce pass, try to back down the left block as Allen posted up. Layup inside, good. Nasir Allen with 8. And the Cardinals are back by 18. This is just the same spot we've been in the last 6 minutes of game time. Trading points from 16 to 18. Swick, that's the closest they've got. They have not got ahead. Montgomery, pull-up shot, right elbow. Got it, Dante. On the board here in the second half, he's got 14. Back to his 16-point game, 49-33. 60 seconds into the second half. Swick this season looking for their first second half comeback, 0-1 with trail. Nick Horace got the steal, able to intercept that pass. Montgomery bringing it back, has it on the left key, near the volleyball line up top. Gets a screen from Brigham moving to his left. Picked up the dribble up top to Horace, 15 on the shot clock. Horace using the right foot, moving to his left, gets a screen. Going to try and drive left side, and he's going to be fouled. 2 fouls by the Cardinals, 18:34 remaining in second half. Binion called, that's going to be his third. They're going to bring him out, make sure he doesn't get into foul trouble, or he is in foul trouble, not anymore. Foul trouble than what he's at. Jordan Richard will come in for him. Montgomery waiting to throw it in on the left baseline. Looking up top to Collins, who checked in for, who did he come in for? Or did he was already out there, okay. Elsie, I was losing my mind for a moment. 8 on the shot clock. Matt driving inside. Gonna put it up. Got it! Elsie will put it to 14. That's the closest it's been since it was a 14-point game to start before Middle Area got it to 24. Matt has 8. 4-0 run. 18:05 to go in the second half. Swick a 4-2 run, and that pass knocked away out of bounds. Cardinals will keep it. They'll be on the sideline. Larry will trigger it in here with Richard. We'll throw it in here for Doolin Jr. He'll catch. Volleyball line will throw it out right here for Richard. Richard dribbling, thought about a pull-up three. He'll pass up top to Garrett. Garrett trying to drive, got cut off of the elbow. Collins all over with 7. 6 in the corner, down to 5. Up top, threw it away. Was it the touch by Swick player? Was not a turnover out of bounds. And Swick will get it back. And the Cardinals need a timeout. Swick, 4-2 start, looking for more out of the gate here in the second half. 49-35, 17:45 to go in the second half. Back in a moment here from Southwestern Illinois College. Nick Horace will trigger it in for Swick. Bounce pass it at Dante Montgomery. Dribbles with the right hand, moving down to his left. Dante all the way to the basket with the left hand, no good. Cardinals will bring it back, down up by 14. They throw it out to the wing. Wide open three, bricked it. Rebound, Elsie lost it out of bounds. Went off of his hands and out. Middle Area will have it on the left baseline. 2:30 to go, 2:30 into the second half. Cardinals will get it in. Back it down to the left block. Post up is Garrett. Going to put up a shot. No good. Offensive board. Rui. His shot's no good. Collins gets the rebound. Out to Horace. Dribbling all the way. Layup too short. Rebound. Elsie. Put back. No. It's still loose. Horace has it up top. Montgomery thought about a three. Couldn't swing it out. Had Collins open for the moment. Dribbled inside. Lost it. Loose ball. And the Cardinals track it down. Middle area. Bringing it back. Driving all the way. Offensive foul. He'll get Smith. That's going to be his third. Him and Binion both with 3 fouls. Them two have combined for 8 points on the night. 49-35, still a 14-point game, 16:57 to go. LC will have it here. They play a little bit of a zone. Horace out to Montgomery. Got to get this across. They get it to John. Now out to Nick. Dustin Collins, right block. Trying to pass out to Horace, had it tipped, got it back. Bring him inside, trying to put it up, missed it. Rebound loose, Cardinals track it down, and they're going to run. Garrett all the way, layup good, back to 16. A couple empty possessions by Swick and never just could cut into as Dante Montgomery hit the deck on the play, fell down, and he's still down, and hopefully he's all right. And we're going to have an injury timeout. 16:29 to play here in the second half as Dante Montgomery is the injured Swick player, and hopefully he's all right. Back in a moment here from Southwestern Illinois College. Swick bringing it back out of the injury timeout. Dante Montgomery Jr. limping off. Mari Weisinger in for him. Open Dante will be all right. Jamari, here's a wide open three. Bang, and there's Weisinger. Jamari finally able to connect. Did not score Saturdays, pulled it to 13. On the Weisinger three. 51-38. Dooling Jr. will have it, throw it out right here for Richard. Now up top for Allen. Kick out left for Dooling. Back up top, Rui inside for Allen. Layup good as you're Allen with 10. And he is the first double-digit score of the night for the Cardinals. 53-38, 15-point game, 15:45 to go in the ball game. Collins with it. Picked up the dribble, hands it off to Weisinger. Got a lot of time to work, but it's going to continue to chip away at it. Weisinger up top gets a screen out to Elsey. Thought about a three. Horace will shoot one to the corner instead. Airballed it. Cardinals have the rebound for the moment. John Brigham comes away with it after it was knocked loose. Going to put it up, missed it too short. Cardinals bringing it back. 53-38 will kick into the corner. Drive it and dump it off. And we'll get a foul on Swick with 15-14 to go. That'll send us to the under 16 media timeout. And I believe they got John Brigham on the foul. That'll be his first. Back in a moment. Under 16 media has arrived. 53-38 here from Southwestern Illinois College. So we start with the under 16 media timeout. 15-14 to go. Cardinals the left baseline will throw it in. Little, Elsey, Chambers, Weisinger, and Horace out there for the Blue Storm. We're going to get a foul. It'll be the second one of the half called on Swick. They're going to get either Elsey or Horace. I think they said Elsey 23. That's what it looked like. I mean, couldn't tell if it was three fingers or four, 23 or 24. But it is 23 on Elsey. That's going to be his second. Swick currently +1 here in the second half, down by 15. 53-38. They'll throw it in for Dillon Jr. up top near the volleyball line. Now we'll go out right. Here with Garrett. Puts on the deck, dribbling. Puts up a shot right side the lane. Bounce it in and got it. Garrett with 6, and it's a 17 point lead. 55-38. Weisinger will bring it back. Try to get around the traffic. Jamari. Dribble with the left hand, now to his right. Weisinger kicks it for Little. Quan. Back to the volleyball line. Shot clock down to 10. Gets a screen. Little bounce pass for Chambers. Couldn't get to him. Stole it away. Cardinals with the steal. They'll bring it back in the corner. Horace comes away with it and it threw it away. Turnover. Another one. Middle area with it back on the right wing. They'll slow things down. 14-15 to go in the game. Middle area will throw it left block. Track it down. Ruin a foul. They're going to get, I believe, Quan. And that's his 4th. One more and he's out of the game. He's got to come out for now. Brandon Klein will check in for him. Middle area on the baseline. Julian Jr. will trigger it up top. Gets it off to Garrett. Drive it to his right. Garrett all the way to the basket. Throws it in underneath. Deflected out as Chambers was there. Cardinals will keep it on the right baseline after the deflection out of bounds. Cardinals get it in towards the corner. Catch and shoot jumper for the mid-range. No good for Garrett. Rebound back to Garrett. Try to keep it into the corner. It threw it up top. Caught by Richard, and he threw it away. BK throw it up for Horace. Layup good for Nicky Tony. He's got 6. We're back within 15. 55-40, 13:45 to go. Julian Jr. will have it again. Deep out in the right key. We'll give it out left for Richard. Now up top, wide open 3 for Garrett. Bricked it. Rebound. Elsey, he hits the deck. He's fouled. Zero Allen called for his 2nd. 4th team foul. Another opportunity to get this, cut into this a little bit. Only, as I mentioned, a +1 second half with 6.5 minutes in. I have to pick up the pace here a little bit. Weisinger will throw it in. Man-to-man here from middle area. They'll get into the corner. Now the Weisinger, they press up. Jamari will dribble it up the court. Across the timeline he goes. Weisinger trying to get past this man. Step back on the wing. Dribbles with the right hand. Got to find a teammate. Jamari still dribbling. Picked up the dribble. Gets it to Chambers. Back up top BK. Shot clock down to 8. 7. Gets a screen from Elsey to his right. Back up top to Matt. Catch and shoot 3. Missed it. Rebound. Elsey knocked it loose. Cardinals track it down. The middle area is going to run 3-on-2 inside Allen. Weisinger found him. Jamari called for his 2nd. And middle area will have 2 free throws come. Like I say, it was on the shot for Allen. 70% free throw shooter. Went 2 for 2 at his first strip of the night. One of the first points from middle area tonight. Really early on in the game, he'll miss the first. $12:55 to go in the game. 55-40 in favor of the number 20 ranked team in the country. Missed to both. Elsey trying to hold on to the board. Almost went out of his hands. Weisinger will bring it back. Jamari. Bounce pass over to Elsey on the wing. Now BK. Kick it up top for Horace, down for Chambers. Back out Weisinger. Left key deep, 12 in the shot clock. Elsey down the right. In the corner for Horace. 10, 9. Throws it for Chambers, right block. Backing down inside. Zach gets a man to jump, puts it up. Yes, for Mr. Chambers. King Zach with 4. 13-point game, 55-42. The middle area will have it at the volleyball line. This will be with Doolin Jr. 12-10 to go in the ball game. Getting close to under 12 media timeout. Bounce pass for Allen. Shot clock down to 10. Now up top with Richard. Kick out, stays with it. Richard driving. Now kicked it out, stolen away. Nick Horace comes away with it. Swick will slow it down. Next dead ball, the under 12 media. Weisinger throwing it for Chambers. Up top, facing the basket. Zach trying to get it to a guy. Gets it off to Weisinger. Catch and shoot three. Bang! Jabari Weisinger for three. 10-point game. Swick a 7-0 run. Weisinger with 6. 55-45. Cardinals will have it at the half-court logo. They'll throw it out left. Up top. Here with Richard. Kick out right. Dillon Jr. Now back up top with Allen. Shot clock down to 8. 7. Chambers trying to stay in front. Left elbow jumper. In and out. Offensive board. It's loose. Horace can't hold on to it. Cardinals get it back. Kick out corner. Catch and shoot three. Bang. Got it. Backbreaker by Garrett. Timeout on the floor. Garrett for 3. He's got 9. A backbreaker there. But Swick maybe a little momentum. 58-45. Under 12 media back in a moment here from Southwestern Illinois College. Cardinals should be Swick ball. As Garrett from middle area going to get ready to inbound it. It will be Swick ball. 11:02 to go in the game. Weisinger, Elsey, Klein, Horace, and Chambers out there for Swick. Back down by 13 after a Teron Garrett 3. He's up to 9 points on the night. BK will bring it back across the timeline. Try to get it back to 10. That's what Weisinger did with his 3 on that last possession. Chambers up top. He's trapped, finds a cut at BK underneath. His layup blocked. Elsey offensive board. Inside, trying to put up. He's going to be fouled. 10:39 to go. Matthew Elsey will shoot 2. He got Mineral Area Shields for his first. So Elsey to line, 2 for 2 in the night. 8 points on the night. 33% free throw shooter of the season coming in. Man, if you can knock down both of these. Come on, Matt. First one. Got it, yes. He's got 9. Dustin Collins will check in. Braden Klein will come out. Next one for Matt. Got it. How about that? 2 for 2 to the line. Ask it, he shall receive, right? 11-point game, 58-47. Matt with 10 of the night. Second it scored for Swick behind Montgomery with 14. 10:30 to go. Cardinals bringing it back. Can you get a stop here and have an opportunity to make it a single-digit game? Got to get the stop first. Joyner trying to get around Collins. Throws it to the corner. Now out to the wing. Up top, Swick all over it there. Now launching it 3. Catch it, shoot. Bricked it too strong. Offensive board, Joyner. Throws it. And the Cardinals try to keep it in. They did not. It goes out of bounds. Had Purvey underneath. Try to keep it in and couldn't. And Swick now with an opportunity to get it to single digits. Still 10-12 to go in the game. They were down by as many as 24. And the pass for Elsey's tipped. He's double teamed and he lost the ball. And it's still loose. Cardinals track it down. They are going to call a foul on Matt. made contact with middle area Shields. Elsey, that's his third. He got him with 3 and Little with 4. Quan only 2 points on the night. Horace with 6, Elsey with 10. And those guys are averaging 15 plus a game. They shut them down in the first half. Matt's starting to get it going. Sit there with Horace. We haven't seen Quan out there over the last few minutes because he's got 4 personal fouls sitting on the bench. (57-48). Cardinals will throw it in on the sideline. Shields gets it in at the half court. Got it in for Doolin Jr. Throw it out on the wing. That shot going to be no good. Jamari Weisinger will bring it back. Here we go again. Another opportunity. Keep cutting away at it. Keep cutting away at it. Try to get the single digits here. Weisinger throwing it for Elsey. Back it down. Matt, layup. No. Got his own offensive board. Put back, yes. Matt with 12. And that's a guy that just continues to get tougher and tougher as the game goes on. It's a single-digit game. 58-49, over halfway home here in the second half. Cardinals with Shields. Bounce pass up top for Purvey. Gives it off up top for Dillon. Here comes an open 3. Nope, they don't want to shoot it. Ball fake. Jamari's all over the corner. They throw it out to the left. Now with Garrett. Shot clock down to 7. 6. Bump it with 5. Garrett puts up a fadeaway. Missed it. Rebound. Collins. Can Swick make this a 2-possession game with the 3? 9-point game. 8:50 to go. Weisinger with it up top. Has it near the volleyball line. We'll throw it for Elsey. Finds a cut at Collins. Layup missed at the side of the backboard. Got his own offensive board. Dustin double teamed. And they're going to say out of bounds off of Collins. Still a 9-point game. Middle area leads. 8:39 to go. Elliot Tilakili will check in. Matthew Elsey, I don't know how long he's been out there in the second half. It's been a while. He'll take a rest. He needs it. He has had to really fight hard on some of these last few possessions on rebounds. Cardinals bringing it back with Garrett with Doolin Jr. across the timeline. Bounce pass out right for Binion. Now up top for Rui. Kick out left wing. Kick out now right with Binion. He's going to drive all the way. Puts it up. Hit the deck. It's no good. We're going to get a whistle for a foul. And they will get Nick Horace. It's going to be his first. And 2 free throws coming here for Nasir Binion, the sophomore guard out of St. Louis. 1 point a night, went 1 for 2 from the line. Horace called for his first 16 foul. Cardinals will be in the 1-1 in the next. Be 2 here for Binion. Bowen waiting to come in. First one for Binion. Missed it. And the Cardinals were 12 for 13 for the line at the half. They've missed at least 3 or 4 here in the second. I mean, they started 12 for 12, too. They have started to cool off here from the free throw line. Teal Keeley will check out. Bowen's in for him. Second one coming, 8:20 to go in the game. Binion, second free throw. Got it. Binion with 2 for 4 in the night. Back to double digits at 10, 59-49. Horace will get it in for Bowen. He'll catch. Now we'll throw it for Weisinger. Jamari. 2 threes to his name tonight. They got to get this across the timeline. They do. Out the Chambers with 22 of the shot clock, and then threw it for Bowen. Stolen away right side of the lane. Near that elbow. Cardinals off the turnover. Bounce pass. Near the left block. They throw it off of a Swick player. Went off of Chambers, a kicked ball. And that will send us to the under 8 media timeout, I believe. If they want to take it now, they will. Right at 8 minutes on the dot. Back in a moment here from Southwestern College, number 20 ranked team in the country. The Cardinals, the middle area, 59. The Blue Storm of Southwestern Illinois College, 49. Back in a moment. Under 8 media timeouts, Steven Stock with you. Swick will have it. Sorry, check that middle area, will have it. Swick out here with Matthew Elsey, Nick Horst, Dustin College, Jamari Weisinger, and Zach Chambers. Cardinals will have it on the left baseline here with Doolin Jr. Found an open layup on the inbound for Rui. Cardinals a 3-0 run. Rui with 9, and it's back to 12. 61-49. Couple empty possessions here as of late. Swick close, they've got it to 9. Elsey drive all the way. Layup, it fell out, but there is a whistle. Went in and out. Binion called. That's going to be his 4th. One more, and he's out of the game. So both teams now with the player each at 4 fouls. You have Quan Little for Swick and then Nasir Binion for middle area. Matthew Elsey back to the line, 4 for 4 from the line tonight. 12 points to his name. First one for Matt, missed it too strong. Got to get one of these, at least get the second one to go here, at least go 1 for 2. And then we need another stop and hopefully get some good possession strung together. Missed it both. Collins offensive board, that'll work. And then the ball comes loose near the sideline and the Cardinals steal it away. Middle area, bringing it back. Left corner here with Joyner. Spin move, left block, puts up a shot. Got it. Joyner makes it a 5-0 run for the Cardinals. Joyner with 4, 63-49. Horace will have it here, and they throw it out of bounds, deflected off the middle area. Julio Rigato, he's scoreless tonight, will come in. I mean, he hasn't played much tonight. $7:13 to go. Swick trying to get it back to 9. I mean, you got to work yourself there. No matter earlier, a 5-0 run. But now, right now, you're looking at only a +2 second half for Swick with 13 minutes in. And another turnover, but Swick will get it back off a bad pass by the Cardinals. Elsey finding Collins, cutting, waiting, puts it up, and it went in and out again. Couple missed shots tonight by Swick and layups we're talking. Baseline and a foul on Elsey. That's going to be his 4th. You got him and Quad now with 4 fouls. And it will be a 1-and-1 for middle area. 17 foul on Swick. Mackay joined to the line, 42% free throw shooter, went 2 for 2 for the line in the first half. First one, he'll miss it. Rebound, Elsey. It kept bouncing. It looked like it might have a chance coming down off a bounce. It does not get in. 14-point game, 6:45 to go. Swick got to get this across. Weisinger does, just barely. The shot clock's at 20. Julio inside, trying to dunk it at it, denied. Another empty possession, another stretch where Swick just has not put any points on the board. Middle area coming back, ball fake, spin move all the way, and a foul on Julio. 2 free throws coming for Mello Smith. When you string empty possessions together, it's just, and what have we strung 3 or 4 down together? I mean, maybe 5. Mello Smith to the line to shoot 2. 6:28 to go. First one's good. Smith with 8 on the night. Cardinals a 6-0 run. It was 59-49. Got them both. Smith with 9 on the night. Second in scoring, ties Garrett. Behind 10 points for Allen. Also 9 points for Ruin. Collins down by 16. That's where we started here in the second half. Off to Weisinger on the wing, gets a screen. Jamari picked up the dribble, now out to Horace. 6:15 to go. Horace moving around a screen, kick out to Elsey, thought about a 3, will drive all the way, and he lost it. Another turnover. Cardinals bringing it back, 2-on-2, all the way, layup good. It's a 9-0 run. Smith with 11, and he is the new leading scorer for the Cardinals tonight. And then Swick just threw it away. Easy layup for Doolin Jr. It's a 20-point lead, and Swick will call the timeout. An 11-0 run, and everything is out of Swick's control. 5:50 to play. I mean, it had it right there, and everything's fallen out. And an 11-0 run for middle area. 69-49. It's a 20-point lead. The Cardinals' largest lead of the half. Back in a moment after a timeout. Couple bad turnovers, missed shots, and it's a 20-point game for Middle Area. Elliott Tilichili coming in for Matthew Elsey. Mercado stuck in the backcourt. Horace gets it across, moving on the far sideline, now inside the paint. Almost lost it at the left elbow. Pull-up shot for Horace. Got it. Horace with 8, 18-point game, 69-51, 5:30 to play. Cardinals want to run on the way. Rui lost it. Collins gets it back. Still a little bit of time. Need a big run here. Collins inside. Tipped out of bounds off of Swick. Cardinals will get it back. John Bray will check in. Julia Orgato will come out. Cardinals will have it here. BK will come in next set ball for Swick. This will be with Smith. Kick out left wing. Joyner. We'll throw it up top for Allen. Kick out right for Smith. And then we're going to get a foul away from the ball. Be a 1-and-1. They will bring him for his second. PK will come in. Tilichili will come out. Rui at the line. 69%, 67% free throw shooter on the year. And his free throw is no good on the 1-and-1. Swick has the rebound. Weisinger, 5 minutes to play, down by 18. BK, kick out to Horace in the corner for Collins. Launching a catch and shoot three, missed it too short. Cardinals pull down the rebound, looking to try to get this on cruise control here. Inside, that'll help. Jam time to Sierra Allen. Averaging 15 points a game, has 12 of the night, leading the Cardinals in scoring. And it's back to 20, 71-51. Horace will get it across for John Brigham now on the left key. Out to Horace. He'll launch a catch and shoot three. He missed that one, airballed it too short. 4:22 to go. Substitutions. Quan a little back in the game. Nick Horace will come out. Lee Williams, the former Swick player last year, will check in for Middle Area. Former Swick transfer will get it in. Checks in for the first time tonight. Dillon Jr. will throw it out left for Smith. Here on the wing. Quan will get the steal. 4:05 to go. Quan driving, gives it off for Collins. Layup blocked. Dillon Jr. I mean, they've had some really good paint defense. We'll see how many blocks it is tonight for Mineral Area and how many points the paint Swick has. Another flush. Rui this time gets it. He's got 11. Third double-digit score night for the Cardinals. And they have their largest lead of the second half at 22. Swick got it down to 9, and since then it scored 2 points. It was 58-49. Little blocked. And they'll get a foul in Mineral Area. They will go against Lee Williams, and we have a media timeout. Last one of the night, 73-51. Back in a moment here from Southwestern Illinois College. Quan Little at the line. First one's good. Bowen, Brigham, Klein, and Weisinger also out there. Quan just 3 points on the night after that made free throw. We'll get another one. And I'll pull it back to 20. Quan with 4. 73-53, 3:30 to go here in this ball game. Coming up on the post-game show, we'll wrap this one up for you, talk about it, get you the numbers. Look ahead for Swick in the next game coming 6 days from now at Jefferson College next Tuesday. Layup good for Rui. He's got 13 tonight. Now he's the new scoring leader for the Cardinals. Weisinger back down by 22. This one pretty much on cruise control for the Cardinals. Quan, pull up 3. Bricked it too short, and been a bad night from 3 for the Blue Storm. We'll talk about that number. BK will launch a 3 of his own. Bang, got it. Gets it to 19. BK on the board. Swick's 9th score of the night. 75-56, 2:45 to go. Cardinals up top. We'll throw it out to the right wing. Here comes a catch and shoot 3. Missed it too strong. Rebound pulled down by Little. Weisinger for Quan. Kick out to Brigham. Wide open 3. Catch and shoot. That one will miss. Another one. Can't get to go. Cardinals, what a run. All the way inside. Threw it off the backboard. No good. Weisinger across the timeline. Going to drive all the way. Jamari, no good. Then a foul on Bowen. Be a double bonus coming up from middle area. 2:10 to play. Be the 10th team foul. Bowen called for his 3rd. And the Cardinals will have 2 free throws coming. Looking to wrap this one up. First one from middle area, no good. And the next, good. Back to 20, 76-56. Swick came in averaging 100 points a game, and only 56 tonight. Middle area getting close to that number. They average is 79. They're holding opponents to 70 points. Quads 3, no good, too short. Rebound tracked down to the corner of the ball side. That one's going to be thrown away out of bounds, a turnover. 1:54 to play. And the Cardinals show why they're the number 20 ranked team in the country. This is a team that plays some really good defense, man. Really good defense. And Swick will get our crack at them on the 19th of December at their place over in the great state of Missouri. BK, second 3 of the night. Missed it too short. Cardinals will improve to 6-2, making it 6 straight wins. Swick will fall to 3-2, and there's going to be a foul underneath. Brigham will be called for his 3rd, and more free throws coming for the Cardinals. 99 seconds to play. Middle area will also make it their 7th win against Swick in the last 9 meetings. Going back to 2018, they'll make it their 4th straight win. First free throw, no good. 7-2 in the last 9. And they will look to do the thing they did in 2023 the second time around. That was sweep the regular season series with the Blue Storm. They did that in 23 and in 19. They split in 2018. Really does get the second. He's got 15 tonight, leading the game in scoring. And it's a 21-point game, 77-56. 90 seconds to go. BK all the way to the basket. No good, but a foul, and another one coming. Picking up a couple fouls here late. Williams called for his 2nd. It'll be Braden Klein to the line to shoot 2. BK, a 50% free throw shooter coming into tonight. Shot 64% last year. Senior year shot 73%. Missed the first. Second one's good for BK. Goes 1 for 2. He's got 4. Middle area will make it 5-2 and lead at the half. They're also this season 3-0 when tallying 80 points or more. They can get that with a 3 here. Get to that plateau. Williams driving all the way. Layup too strong, no good. Quan will throw it up for Weisinger. He'll run all the way. Got it. On a little bit of a dunk by Jamari. He's got 8. Back to 18, 60 seconds to go. Cardinals bounce pass across the timeout, kick out the corner. Catch and shoot 3. That will miss too short. Rebound tipped up in the air. Cardinals get it. And they will fan this back out to the volleyball line. They'll slow things down. Trying to run these last 45 seconds. Inside. Pass. Tip stolen away. Brigham with the steal. Try to get it to Weisinger. About a 14-second differential. Bowen inside underneath. The layup missed it too short. Rebound tipped up in the air. Cardinals have it. About a 4-second differential. So they'll have to, nope, they lose it. Quan, layup, that will get it underneath the shot clock. Shot clock. Quan with 6 will be turned off, and all Middle Area needs to do is just dribble it out. I think they will. 77-61 will be the final night in favor of the number 20 ranked Cardinals in Middle Area. Swick is going to fall to 3-2, 0-2 against D1 ranked opponents. Lost to Moberly last week. They'll lose to Middle Area tonight. The Cardinals improved to 6-2, making their 6th straight win. And the Blue Storm will fall to 3-2. We're back in a moment to talk about it next. Welcome back here to Southwestern College. Welcome in here to our Swick basketball postgame show. The Blue Storm will fall to the number 20 ranked Cardinals of Middle Area College by a score of 77-61. Student Stockton welcome in. And, we're now by 16 and a half. It took us a little bit to chip away. Eventually, we got it down to 9 at a score of 58-49. It was 47-31 at the half. And then after that, 11-0 run. And it kind of just reminds me of what we've seen in a couple times this year. And going back to last year, when we played Moberly 8 days ago, we had 2 bad stretches that absolutely killed us. And one of those was with 5 minutes to go in the first half. We did not record a field goal in those last 5 minutes. What did what did Moberly area do? They went on a 12-0 run. What also happened when we pulled it down to 5 with 3.5 to go in the second half, we didn't score for about 4 or 5, maybe 6 straight possessions, and we got beat on defense on every single one of those possessions. Moberly area made it, went on runs and ended up pulling the game away, pulled away at that moment. Well, that kind of what happened tonight, right? We pulled it to 9, and we had two straight opportunities, 2 straight possessions where it was a 9-point game, 58-49, and we could have got it down even more. And then, unfortunately, things did not go our way, and they go to 11-0 run, and that's how the book writes itself tonight, how it ends tonight. Middle Area's largest lead that second half was 22, continuing on that run. And Swick will fall to 3-2. Middle Area now into 6-2 on the season. The Cardinals, this is a good team, and I'm very interested to see how we'll play them the second time around, the 19th of December, because this is a ball club that can play some defense, man. They gave us a lot of fits tonight. We turned the ball over 21 times. They turned it over 25 times, which I guess it's that high. I didn't think it would be that high, but I guess it is that high, right? That's what stats say. They turned the ball over 25 times. We just turned it over 21 times. We turned it over too many times, and a lot of that came in the first half. We only turned it over, or I guess we turned over 10 times in the first half, turned over 11 in the second. But it felt like a lot of those turnovers were in the first half when those first 10 minutes, I'd say, 15 minutes when Middle Area, we had issues even getting the ball across the timeline. So Middle Area's got a really good defense. They're holding opponents to 70 points a game. That's going to go down even lower with us only scored 61 on the night. And I'm looking at the numbers. Let's get the score numbers first, and then we'll go into the actual stats and get you the thoughts on it. Here's the score numbers. We'll start off with Middle Area tonight. They are victorious tonight. Their 20-ranked Cardinals winning this one by a score of 77-61. They were led by Nudang Rui, 15 points, 12 points for Nazir Allen, 11 points for Romello Smith, 9 points for the Cardinals. Teron Garrett, 7 points for Middle Area's Edwin Dooling Jr., 6 points for Carl Claxton, 5 points for Middle Area's Jordan Richard, 2 scores with 4. Makai Joyner and Lorenzo Shields, and 2 points wrapping things out for the Cardinals. That comes from Nasir Binion, with both of them coming from the free throw line. Over for the Blue Storms, they fell tonight 77-61. They were led by Dante Montgomery Jr., 14 points, who ended up getting hurt in that second half, and hopefully he's going to be all right. He had 12 of them at halftime, and he didn't play much in that second half. Let's see if I can get the minutes. Let's do some math. He only played 2.5 minutes in that second half because he got hurt. He had a solid game up to that point. He goes down, and hopefully he's all right. He was limping when he came off, and hopefully he's all right. 14 points led the way. 12 points for Matthew Elsey. 8 points for 2 scores. Jabari Weiser knocked down 2 threes. Also, Nick Horace, he had 8. 6 points for Quan Little. 4 points for Zach Chambers. 4 points for Braden Klein. He knocked down to 3. 3 points for Dustin Collins. He knocked down to 3. And then 2 points for Elliot Teal-Achilles. Scored by the half looked like this, 47-31, a minus 16 first half for Swick. And then we were all evened up in the second, 30-30 with Middle Area and Swick. And the Mac Cardinals win it 77-61. Number 20 ranked team of the country. Hand scoring looked like this. +1 in favor of Swick. Points off turnovers 21-20. Points in the paint went 40-34. -6 in favor of Mineral Area. Second chance points went 16-13. Swick only had, Mineral Area only had 3 second chance points in that second half. Bench points went +3 for Swick, 33-30 in the ball game. Shooting numbers looked like this. Mineral Area shot the ball really well for the field. They shot 47% in the first half. They come back and shoot 48% in the second to get you 45% in the ball game. They ended up going 27 for 62. They did not attempt that many threes. They attempted half the number of threes they did in the first half, 12-6. It went 1 for 6, 6 for 18 total, 33%. They also cooled down from the free throw line. They started 12 for 12. They went 5 for 12 in the second half, going 17 for 25 in the ball game, 68% from the line for the Cardinals. Over for the Blue Storm. 34% for the field. That's where Swick stayed at, 33% in the first half, 34% in the second. But this is the number that hurts you. 22% from 3, just 5 for 23 for Swick. They also did not shoot well for the free throw line in the second half, going 5 for 10 and a total of 10 for 17 in the ball game, 59% for the Blue Storm. Rebound battle was won by the Cardinals. Swick this season is 0-2 when losing the rebound battle. It went 45-37. And the Blue Storm, this is crazy. They had 19 offensive boards, yet only had 13 second chance points. That's what another thing that hurt them. They just couldn't make their shots consistently when you only have 13 second chance points and 19 offensive boards. Now the recipe for success. 45 rebounds for Mineral Area. They had 29 defensive, 16 offensive. Turnovers. Swick had 21 turnovers to just 11 assists. Swick this season was averaging 23 assists a game. That got cut in half tonight, and the turnovers a game will go up. They were averaging 19.8 coming in. Mineral Area, though, they turned them over 25 times. The team that was only averaging 14 turnovers a game, they had 17 assists. They had 17 steals. Swick had 19 steals, 5 for Nick Horace, 3 for Quan Little, 3 for John Brigham, 2 each for Matthew Elsey, Braden Klein, and Dante Montgomery, and then 1 each for Jamari Weisinger and Elliott Taylor-Killy. Swick had 2 blocks in the ball game. Jamari Weisinger, Nick Horace with 1 each, but this is another thing that was killing us down low. The paint game, 8 blocks for Middle Area. They had 3 for Edwin Deling Jr., 2 for Nadine Rui for the Cardinals. Well, just looking at the numbers, and I'll tell you, turnovers did not help. What did I say? If you go back to the pregame, what did I say my 2 keys to victory tonight? What did I say my 2 keys to victory tonight were? Well, it was score the basketball and not turn it over. And we shot 34% from field. We shot just 22% from 3. 2 numbers that are I think that 3-point number hurts because Swick. That field goal number, yeah, you're shooting 51% coming in. I think you can live with that a little bit, but that's a 3-point shooting, though. That's got to be better. Swick coming in shooting 38% from 3. And they got guys that can make the 3. They got Jamari that can make the 3, Nick Horace that can make the 3. And let's just go through the 3-point shooting numbers for everybody. Weisinger, 2 for 5. Horace, 0 for 2. LCO for 3. Klein, 1 for 2. Montgomery, 1 for 4. Quan. Man, that was what's hurting us tonight. They really shut down Quan. 2 for 6 from the field. 0 for 4 from 3. Dustin Collins, 1 for 2 from 3. John Brigham, 0 for 1 from 3. Did not shoot well from 3. And you missed a couple layups, too, during that 11-0 run by Mineral Area. Some open layups that you probably should have made. Well, you didn't get him to go in. Mineral Area, this is a team I mentioned, number 20 ranked in the country. They're going to get Olney Central on Saturday, so they're in a Region 24 stretch. They just played Wabash Valley and Lakeland this past week, and they look at Olney Central on Saturday, looking to stay ranked. I think they will. They are now 5-2 in lead at the half, and they are. This is the other thing too. They were 0-2. They are 0-2 when opponents shoot 36% or better from 3. Swick did not do that tonight. They are 6-0 when opponents shoot 35% or less from 3. 35% less than 3. They are also now 6-0 when they force 14 or more turnovers in the game. An opponent is not won against Middle Area when they turn the ball over 14 times or more. We'll see how that looks when we play them in mid-December. at their place, but that's, again, turnovers and shooting the ball is what killed us tonight, and those directly correlate to the two numbers that's right off for Swick. Swick will fall to 3-2, 0-2 against D1 ranked opponents. They'll be back at it at Jeffco on Tuesday at the D2 level. The Vikings of Jefferson College at their place over in the great state Missouri in Hillsboro. That's going to be a 7 o'clock open and tip. We'll have the women's game for you there Tuesday night as well. That's going to be at 5 o'clock, so pregame will be about 6:50, 6:55 at Jeffco. And that's going to be a big one for the women's as well. And speaking of the women's, they are now 8-0. 8-0? 8-0, sounds right. 8-0 to start the year. And they will play Friday here at home against Olive Harvey. We'll have that for you. That's a 6 o'clock open and tip, 5:45 pregame. Moberly Saturday at 2 o'clock, 1:45 pregame. We'll have both of those for you here from Southwestern Illinois College. And a tough one tonight. Swick falling to 3-2, but it's still early on, 5 games in. You got to learn how to get better from this, learn how to improve, battle adversity. It'll be all right. But you'll have Jeffco on Tuesday, and you get 6 days off. You get a lot to work at. We'll see how they look on Tuesday against the Vikings coming up on the road in Missouri at Jefferson College. Thanks for tuning in here tonight from Southwestern Illinois College. A tough one against a very good team, but got to keep getting better. You got to learn from it. That's all you can do is learn from them. Keep getting better every single day. 77-61, the final. Number 20 ranked Cardinals, a Middle Area College win, knocking off the Blue Storm of Southwestern Illinois College. Blue Storm fall to 3-2. Cardinals improve to 6-2. Thanks for tuning in here on a Wednesday night. Wish you a good rest of your week. Hope to see you this weekend for some women's basketball. If not, hopefully see you Tuesday for our next men's game on the road at Jeffco. First time hitting the road this season, so we'll see how it goes. Hopefully it'll be 2 wins, but hopefully we get 2 wins this weekend for the women, who are off to a very good start. They better be ranked on Monday if they go 2-0 this weekend. They really deserve to be ranked. I mean, playing really good basketball. That's all I can say. Thanks for tuning in tonight, folks. Have a good rest of your Wednesday. Have a good week. You're halfway through the week, almost there to Friday. That's the next time I see you is Friday here at home against Olive Harvey for the women. Again, 6 o'clock opening tip, 5:45. We're on the air with our pregame show. Thanks for tuning in tonight, folks. Have a good Wednesday. Have a good week. And until the next time I see you, I'll see you later.